Hello everybody, I'm here today for some more TF2 and I'm playing as the medic, and this is actually a surprisingly good game of me as the medic. And also I apologise for my lack of audio. Usually if this happens to me, which it does happen occasionally with murderous action because I put the settings wrong occasionally and it doesn't work out and I'm an idiot, but sometimes games like this pop up and I just can't help but give you the one with no sound because it's just I think this Heavy does an amazing job, and I do an alright job pocket medicing him. Me, him and the soldier hold back the team pretty much by ourselves. There's no one else here. Like, people occasionally come up, but I felt like it was very necessary to show this gameplay in the background of what I'm talking about. And today I actually am talking about something related to TF2. I want to talk about the reputation that free-to-play players have in this game. It's always a small thing to complain about, but it's actually the only thing people get mocked about in this game. Considering compared to League of Legends and all those really ugly communities like Call of Duty, they are a lot worse for making fun of all of other things like KD ratios and all these other things like accolades and ranks of guns. It's just, you're not made fun of that in TF2. You're only really made fun of the fact that you don't pay to play in this game. And I always wonder, why? I don't understand why you would make fun of something like that. It makes less sense than KD ratios, because KD ratios, okay, you're bad. Fine, you're bad, you're not good at the game, you're probably a noob, probably not the great at the game, you're trying to get better. Everyone gets mocked for that when they're starting off. But like, for TF2, it's so pointless because it means nothing to do with skill whatsoever. And people, for some reason, claim it's to do with skill. They constantly go on about the fact that, oh yeah, it's skill. Skill is very obvious in a person who has hats, and usually people with a gibbous are bad. Now I find this to be a very unfair thing to say about people with gibbuses. How do you pronounce that? Just gibbuses, I suppose. Yeah, people with gibbuses, they tend to be not as good as people. For example, this Heavy I'm on right now, he's fairly well kitted out hats wise. So is the soldier, and I look pretty good. You can see from the bottom left corner, I look pretty snazzy. I have a nice Wilson weave on my head. Like, I have hats, but I think that means nothing towards the skill of a player. Like, for example, one of the three people who are MVPs in this game is me, the Heavy, and the soldier, obviously. But as you can see, well, from what I can see, I think, the soldier's wearing a gibbous. Yeah, a gibbous. See? Now you look twice when you see gibbous. Because I've been sniped numerous times by a gibbous player. Maybe it's because gibbous players usually start with snipers. Yeah, but I personally think it's because it's not a measure of skill. People can be very, very, very good at the game and just use gibbouses. Because honestly, maybe they don't like paying for something so cosmetic and something that literally means nothing in a game. And I understand that. For example, for at least a year when I played this game, I started about 2 or 3 years ago, but for about a year and a half, I had 2 years even. Only recently I started getting hats. I only had gibbuses and like the World Traveler's hat, the hat you get for free when you buy an item. Because I remember I wanted to get like a Frontier Justice because I used it to craft something stupid. I think it was a Southern Hospitality. So I wanted another one, so I bought it. So I got the hat. I got the hat as well. Like that, they were like the only hats I had for like a year and a half. And that hat was even later. For ages I just had bald and gibbous. Oh, and Pyrovision. But like, it seems slightly unfair to make fun of a person who doesn't pay to play for a game, because in fairness, I've met people who have Australian weapons and who aren't that great. Now, it's different for strange weapons, because strange weapons, if you have a server cleaning weapon, it means you've killed a lot of people. Now, if you have a strange weapon, you mightn't be that great, but if you use server cleaning weapons, okay, or hail zone weapons, okay, bow down to you, I'm gonna run the other direction, you're gonna fucking kill me. I'm just gonna back out of this situation and not get killed by you because you're probably a badass. Because strange weapons are by no means a measure of skill unless you're a very high rank strange. Like I use a lot of strange weapons at the moment because I want to rank it. I want to get high rank stranges. That's the only reason I have them. Like even apart from that, and and they look cool as shit. That's another thing. But anyway, back onto this game. I'm pocket medicing this heavy, and this heavy just knows when spies appear. That's impressive for any heavy, because most heavies when I'm a spy just accept the backstab. This guy jumps and turns and just kills them all. It's crazy how amazing he was at taking down spies. I actually was impressed by how many spies he took down in this game. I took down like one spy, and that was the spy, like the only spy in the game who backstabbed him. Apart from that, no spies backstabbed him. He only got like killed when I died after that. It's actually kind of ridiculous how many kills between me and him we get. It's not even funny. It's actually not even funny. But like, you could say on the other end that we both have hats. Like, you could argue that I admit now, pay to play. Recently I just stock bought a crap ton of items. I have like all strange items now. I have a shit ton of hats. I do have a shit ton of items. I do. I admit it. So I can't really talk on behalf of free-to-play players anymore. Sorry, free-to-play players, I can't. I know it's seemingly unfair for people to be prejudged about this kind of stuff, but I feel like I'm becoming a part of that stereotype, because I do make jokes about Gibbous snipers who are like hiding up and crouching with the Machina trying to get body shots. You know, it is becoming a trend with even me, even though I'm trying to fight this. I'm trying to stop this whole prejudice towards free-to-play players, because they don't deserve the amount of shit they get sometimes. And, you know, I made this video on behalf of them and trying to say, well, they're actually good, some of them. Not all of them, sure. Some of them have been just freaking installed the game, and some of them just started. The reason I'm talking about this is because I got into a small debate between two other guys. I got into a small debate, and I became like the adjudicator between this one guy who was saying hats are completely a measure of skill, and this other guy who wore Gibbous, was MVPing, by the way, and was saying, no, I don't accept that at all. I think Gibbuses are no way a measure of skill. And I was actually trying to be in the middle and saying, well, people tend to buy Gibbuses people try to buy hats if they're good at the game, they try to invest in it, you know? And I was trying to be in the middle. I was trying to compromise, saying, yeah, not everyone is good, has a hat, but then again, people tend to buy hats when they get good. And this guy jumps down my fucking throat, calls me like every name under the sun, leaves nothing to the imagination. And I didn't know how to react. So I made this video. Anyway, that's it. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. If you didn't like this rambling mess, which, yeah, it was getting pretty rambly by the end, then I won't see you next time. Feel free to like and subscribe. Bye.